afternoon and welcome to Pioneer Technology and Arts Academy's Frequently Asked Questions live session. Today we're here with Siobhan Pandy, our superintendent, and Jennifer Casey, our district coordinator. We're going to start off with a few questions that have been sent to us by individuals on campus and off, new parents and existing parents with students in the schools. First one is, what grades does PTAA offer?
The grades that we offer varies, depends on the campus. We do have, eventually all of the campuses will be K through 12. So in our Mesquite City, we have K through 5 at our elementary campus, and we have 6 through 12 at our secondary campus. Same thing with Greenville location. We do have K through 12 there. In Rockwall County, we have an elementary and a secondary location as well. It is K through 5 in Royce City, and then in Fate it will be 6th through 11th, and then we'll add 12th grade the following year. Our new location is in North Dallas, and when we open up our first year next year, that will be K through 8, and then we will add a grade level every year after that.
And you said our new campus in North Dallas starts in the fall.
Yes, ma'am.
Where is that located in North Dallas?
It's actually on Hillcrest in Arapahoe, and it will start in August.
Awesome. All right, and the next question we have will be, what age does our child need to be to start kindergarten?
So this is a little tricky question, and parents ask this all the time. In order to be getting into the kindergarten, you have to be at least 5 years old on September 1st. But there is a follow-up question here. You don't have to be a 6-year-old when you go to first grade on September 1st. So that's a critical difference. So we always say if you are September 2nd, you can't attend our kindergarten, but if your child is ready maturity-wise or academically, then they can actually go to first grade when they are 6 years old.
So skipping kindergarten.
Skipping kindergarten, but it only happens when you are 6. It cannot happen at 5.
Understood, that makes sense. Okay. Another question that we have. Why do the students have to wear uniforms? I know this is a question that my children ask that. Why do we have to wear uniforms, Mom? I have two at two different campuses, and they wear similar uniforms. What is the reason behind that?
So there are multiple level of reasoning, and I'll pass it to Ms. Casey later too, if you have her input on it too. But one thing is that we prepare students for different things. So we have a leadership program, and you will see on Mondays we want our students to be wearing blazers and tie, and we want them to, because that's a day we do most of the presentations. That's where we want them to be able to represent themselves as a leader. And then we also have the formation where Tuesday and Thursday we want our students to be uniform and kind of look the same. We don't want the focus to be anywhere but in studies. So you will see that we want to make sure that all of them are wearing the similar colors and understanding. So that's one of our big things. We do give them freedom of choice on Friday. So they are able to wear their casual uniforms on Friday. That still has some limitations, and we'll cover that during orientations too. Obviously, you can't have cuts and things like that in your jeans. But outside that, students do have option on Friday to not wear school uniform.
Understood. Did you have anything to add to that? I think the next question coming up would be, why the blazer and the tie on Mondays?
Because of the aspect that Mr. Pandy just discussed about us being a leadership campus, wearing the blazer with tie shows an element of being in a leadership position. And when we do our presentations or when we go somewhere off campus to represent our campus, to represent our school, we really want the kids to look nice and represent well.
So saying because I said so doesn't make a difference.
No, exactly.
We have to tell the children there is a reason for everything, and there is obviously a reason for the uniforms and the blazer and the tie. So let's go to the next question. Another one sent in. Actually received this last week. Can adults enroll in the PTECH program?
Now this is a very tricky question. I don't know the answer to that. I do know that you don't have an age for going to a high school. So if you have not finished your high school, you are able to. But we do not have a program right now where we can say we can enroll you if you're an adult.
Okay.
And it's something we'll do more research, I guess, and we'll find out. But right now, I would not have a way to answer it.
Okay. All right. Anything to add? Go to
No.
the next one. Let's go to the next one. All right. Why are all grades not offered at all campuses? And I know you had mentioned that some of the schools only go up to 8th or 9th grade right now, but they'll eventually get to the 12th grade. So what's the reasoning behind that?
When you first open a school, and we have done all of our schools this way, we started with a certain amount of grade levels and then add as the years go. There are different requirements for elementary versus middle school versus high school. So when you think about all the things that come with opening a new school and getting a new building ready and getting people prepared, it's just really too much to do all 3 grade levels, all 3 elementary, middle, and high at once.
Right.
So it's a steady increase, as we get older, and everybody there is not all brand new and gets more seasoned. So it's more of a strategic move. It's not like we have to do it that way.
Okay. Well, that makes sense. Did you have anything you want to
Yeah, our curriculum is also very challenging, so we want to make sure that students have more and more time to adapt to it. So because we talk about being an engineering and technology school and we start that program in kindergarten, obviously the kids who start early with us have advantage. And so we try to make sure that they kind of go into the system with some background in mind, and they flourish better. So it will be a staggered program for that reason.
So-
But eventually, all of them will be K through 12 grade schools, like Ms. Casey said.
So those that start now can graduate with the whole program through PTAA
Yes.
and then move on to go forward.
That is
Okay.
correct.
What's the next question will be, how does the college credit program work? And this would kind of tie into graduating with PTAA. How does that program work?
So our college credit program is around a PTECH umbrella, and we haven't talked about that yet, but if we get more questions around it, PTECH is Pathway in Technology for Early College High Schools. And what it does is allows every student who goes and attend PTAA to be able to get 60 hours of college credits on us. So there's no cost to the parents. Also, it allows them to take some internship programs. So when we talk about college credit programs, the dual credit programs of the PTECH is what a student can take from 9th grade onwards. They have an option to basically finish their high school as well as finish an associate program with us, which is in engineering and technology. So you will see all the associate programs we have are around that associate degree. But the question says college credit program, so a student doesn't need to finish an associate degree. They can finish 10 credits, 20 credits, 5 credits, whatever they can take. So that's essentially how it works. It works with an alliance with the local colleges and universities, and students are able to initially take 9th and 10th grade courses here at the campus, and after that they actually take it at the college.
That's interesting. So you have programs with the local colleges. Can you give me a couple of college names?
Yeah, so Richland is our favorite program right now because they are we have an alliance with DCCCD. But the proximity of Richland makes it very favorable for our PTECH that our students are able to actually go there and take it. And then those programs are then aligned to Texas A&M and UTD. So if you're able to finish these associate programs on us, then you have saved up to 2 years in your college.
That's amazing. I know college is not an inexpensive process.
Definitely.
But with engineering and technology programs, it's something that's very much needed and futuristic. I don't know if that's the right word I'm looking for, but something that's definitely going to be needed in the future.
So that's one thing we'll add is, the associate programs we are offering are the ones that are need for the day.
Right.
So those are needed in the marketplace. They allow you to get ready for your workspace and able to get jobs. So they are in high demand, and that's kind of what our focus is in picking these college credits.
That's the words I was looking for. All right. Anything, Jennifer? He covered all on that one?
He did. He covered it all.
Okay. Let's go to the next question. This is backing off a little bit. It says, what time does school start and what are the hours?
It's very, very traditional. All of our campus start at 8 a.m. and then they all typically release around 3:30. It is more campus specific. Some of our campuses at the elementary let the younger children out a little bit earlier than the rest of them, and some of our middle and high school campuses they let out just a few minutes late, like 3:37 kind of. So it's very traditional, 8 to 3:30.
For the most part. Awesome. Next question we're going to go to is, what after-school programs or sports do you offer? I know this being STEM school, a technical and engineering type school, some parents still want the sports and after school programs to be enveloped in their child's school experience. So what kind of programs can we?
So we are definitely a very well-rounded school. You will see all our campuses right now either have a big gym connected to them, which will be multi-basketball courts and swimming pools and stuff like that, or volleyball programs. But the question is specific to campus too. So every campus is able to pick their own sports program, and it depends on what the student needs are in that area. But altogether, there are some programs which are offered everywhere. Like there's a basketball or volleyball and swimming that will be offered. North Dallas will be the only place which will not have that option yet, but eventually they will have that program as well.
Okay.
And then I know some campuses have tennis and golf, and some have track, so they are able to pick and choose based on the needs. But definitely, it's a very well-rounded program, and all our campuses have sports programs.
And also music programs. I know that I have one in Fate and one in Greenville, and Fate has the band, and it was added new this past year, and they've really flourished and enjoyed it, going to competitions. And the other one in Greenville, basketball, track, cross country, all the different kinds.
So after school programs are also like several. You can have, I think Mesquite had multiple programs around, makerspace. They had programs which were specific to, we did cheerleading and things like that. So you can pick and again, it depends on the population of what they're needing. But yeah, this program is available, and we'll keep growing those programs.
Awesome. All right, the next question we have is, do you have a bus route?
We do not pick students from home and drop them off. We do have options available to connect our campuses. So for example, elementary students, not elementary students, there are campuses that have elementary and secondary different campuses. They are connected through a bus. There is a fee that's associated. We don't run it. Outside programs run it, so there is a fee connected. And the reasons we have those is to help out parents if they have siblings, in two different campuses.
Okay.
But that would be what our bus route would be. We do not have a way to pick students from home and bring them to school.
Okay. All right. The next question we have is, does the before and after childcare cost extra? It doesn't say extra, but that is a good question. And we know that the charter school, PTAA, is a charter tuition-free school. So what about the childcare?
Oh, definitely. So the 8 to or whatever the school hours are, they're free. And then if a parent decides to send their kids to a before or after school program, and they're typically designed more to up to 13 years of age. Those are what we call the childcare programs, and they are available. They're used in different ways. The parents use them for obviously the enhanced activities that they do in the afternoon, but they also help parents to be able to not take off from work and be here, or send somebody to pick their students. So that's it's also for convenience, but yeah, there is a charge associated. Every campus has its own thing, but one good news is every campus has that option.
Okay.
So it's not like you're going to go to campus and you will not have that option.
Right. Okay. Do you have anything to add, Jennifer?
No, I just wanted to reiterate it's offered by an outside source. It is not provided through us. That's why there's the charge. They do allow them to do, they have art activities and STEM activities. It's a very structured program, and then they also have some homework time and computer time.
Oh, that's wonderful. Okay. All right, let's go to the next question. When school is not in session, do you provide childcare? Okay, this is pretty much the same thing. So you would go with, the answer is, it is available through outside sources at an extra cost. It is not part of the charter program.
Right.
Okay.
But the convenience exists. Like the parents don't have to worry about, hey, will I have an option or not? So
there is an option.
There is an
they
option.
Choose it. Okay.
Yeah, they choose.
All right. Let's go to the next one. What is the lunch program?
The lunch program, you know, we do have home cooked meals at our campuses, and then if they are talking about the free and reduced lunch program, it is a program offered by the federal government. Parents fill out the application, and we take a look at the number of people in the household. We take a look at the annual income, and if it's a certain amount, they can get a free or reduced breakfast and lunch every day.
Because that's federal, it's offered at all
Absolutely.
schools across the country, I'm
Uh,
guessing.
So no, so it depends on again the population need.
Okay,
So there can be a campus that can choose out of it.
okay. That's
So
good to know.
it basically depends on which campus you're going, and you can ask. Right now, most of our campuses do. So, but that's also depends on, you know, what is the need that year.
Okay,
But once you're in the program, you're in the program.
I got you. Okay, I
have to
have
reapply
also
every
heard
year.
that some
Yeah.
of the campuses are.
I just
One-
want to read it.
yeah,
You
that's
have to
right.
reapply for the program every year. It's
Oh,
a yearly
okay.
thing.
All right.
So I
that's
mean,
good to know.
once it's offered, I don't think school will go back and
Would
take
opt
it,
out of it.
opt out of it.
I
I think once
understood.
they offer, they will offer it. They will offer it every year. Is what I'm.
That makes sense. Okay, awesome. Now, sugar-free. I heard that's a thing.
So we are striving to be a sugar-free campus,
Okay.
and that will mean that we'll ask parents to make sure that whenever they bring some food or the lunches come to school, they are sugar-free, and that's something which we always tell. It's easy to work with the student, but sometimes is harder to work with parent in this thing, and we understand our goal is not to tell a parent what to do at home. That's not what the goal is. The goal is we are trying to make sure that when they come to school, they understand the importance of nutrition, and the healthy brain is a healthy learning mind, so that's kind of
Right.
what balance we're trying to maintain, and trying to make sure that parents help is needed here. If you bring anything from home, just make sure it's sugar free.
Do yours. Okay.
What I wanted to add to that is the sugar-free policy does affect some of the activities going on in the classroom. Like, let's say, for instance, your child has a birthday, and the parent wants to bring cupcakes for the whole class. Well, we'll bag them up and send them home with
Okay.
each one of the kids, but we won't consume them in the class.
Okay, that makes sense. All right, let's go ahead and switch to the last. I believe we're getting close to the end. Let's switch to the last question. If my child is staying in the aftercare, do you provide a homework time? I know that you did mention that, and that is a big question for parents that just don't have a lot of time or don't understand some of the programs. What is available for the kids that do stay after?
They do have available time for homework, and it's very child driven. One kid may have 10 minutes of homework, one may have 30 minutes of homework, some may have no homework. So it's very child driven. We will have more than one person on staff helping. Some may be in the gym with their playtime, some may be they might be in one classroom. These kids are working on homework, these kids are on the computer, these kids are at the reading station,
Okay.
stuff like that.
All right, well, it's good to know that we do have that availability for the parents. So it looks like we're getting close. Oh, we have one more question. Let's throw this one in there. How is my student assessed? We'll give this one as the last one.
Okay, so this is a little, it'll probably take a little more than 2 minutes, but there's several assessments that go out. Obviously, as a charter public school, you have a STAR assessment that happens at the end of the year. Every student which is at a STAR grade level has to take them. But internally, we do a lot of other testing too. We obviously, outside the unit test, we give them a map test, which kind of helps us to see what their curve is for the college preparedness. And parents think in kindergarten, how does that help? It does. It's kind of a program that starts at that level and kind of go up. So you will see some campuses do it 2 times a year. Some campuses will do more often than that, up to 4 times. But we try to do assessment where it's not a burden on the parent or the student. So it's basically a program where a teacher is able to assess and without basically causing extra stress.
It's like the benchmark.
the-
Is that
it-
part
the-
of it?
Yeah, so those are the benchmarks, but what I'm saying is we don't have to advertise them, so you'll not hear from us that, hey, we are going through assessments.
Okay.
You may at the STAR test level, yes, but in MAP test, we probably will not let you know. But now, coming in the system, if you don't have a standardized test, we will give you a test, and that we'll address it next time. That's based on how we roll our classes for aptitudes, and
Okay.
we figure out, hey, where your student need to go to be successful in our college, our school.
And so the assessments, like you just said, not only, keeps up with the child's progress when they're first coming in, it lets you know where to place them because it's done by aptitude, not age.
That is correct.
So if they're 13 and it's supposed to be in the 7th grade, they may actually be in the 8th grade classes because their aptitude is higher.
So they will
So
be
how that
covering the curriculum which is higher at a higher level,
Okay.
not necessarily defined by a particular grade.
Okay.
But basically, if they have mastered some skills, we let them keep flying. We use the word, if you're flying, we let you fly,
Okay.
and if you have gaps, we fill those gaps.
Okay. That sounds wonderful. Anything to add?
I did want to put, I guess, some parents' mind at ease. While we do the assessment and we use a combination of STAR test and MAP test to do that, that is not the end-all be-all. If we get them in a classroom and the teacher sees that they are much higher than what the test showed, well, they could just be a bad test taker. So we'll give them a little bit of time in that class, and we will eventually adjust their schedule. It's just about everything that we do is so individualized for what the kid needs.
And I can attest to that because I have, like I said, one in Greenville and one in Fate, and they both are flourishing based on their knowledge and their individual levels of growth. And that I do know that as a parent, not teaching to the test is the truest way to get a child to learn and know how and learn how to learn, because that's a big deal when you get out of school. You got to know how to learn what you're doing.
And that's, sorry, just one more thing that,
No, you go right ahead.
that's something that we on the back end, we analyze scores and we will do a whole lot of data analysis and we will look and see what each individual kid needs, but we really don't stress the children out. We teach them what they need. Yes, it's on the test, but we are not going to ram it down their throat so hard that they're anxious and they're worried and they're up at night worried about passing the STAR test. Yes, it's important, but that's what we stress about. We
Right.
don't want them to stress about it.
9 times out of 10, they don't know their test. They're learning for tests too.
Right.
That's where they're learning to learn. That's awesome. Well, okay. I would like to thank everyone for joining us at the Pioneer Technology and Arts Academy Frequently Asked Questions session. We will have more coming up with additional questions. If you have any questions that we have not answered here, you're welcome to send them in via email or online, and we will add them to our questions and do our best to answer them for you. I'd like to thank you, Mr. Pandy and Ms.
Ms.
Casey,
Gilly,
for coming
thank
out.
you for having us.
We'll have additional question sessions every Monday at 2 p.m. and videos as well. Videos as well on Thursdays at 2 p.m. Please join us again.
Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us on our information session for Pioneer Technology and Arts Academy. My name is Kelly Causey, and I am the principal of our Fate campus.
And my name is Lou Ann Miles. I am the registrar at the Fate campus. We're going to walk you through the enrollment process for PTAA. Our open enrollment began February the 1st. Our admission is first come, first served basis. Right now we do have some grades at certain campuses that are filling up. So if you are interested, make sure you get the application process started and completed. You will need to go to our website, www.ptaaschool.org. Once you get to our website, you will see a bold blue border. Below that, there are green buttons. Please click on the button Enroll 2020-21. Once you get there, it will open up a page for an enrollment account request. You will fill out that information, include your email, and then at the bottom, click the bottom to submit. This will send an email directly to your email. So open up your email, you will see a link and also your username and password. Click on the link and that will take you to our student information system, Skyward. Log in with your username and password to begin the enrollment process. Also, if you do have a student that is enrolled in PTAA schools already, please log into their account. You will see a button to your left that says Add New Student. Please do the enrollment process that way instead of starting a whole nother account for your new student. When you're doing this enrollment process, you will want to do it on a computer or a laptop. Doing it on a phone will present problems. You will not be able to sign electronic documents, and therefore it will not let you move on through the application process. There are 7 steps to completing the process, so you will go through 7 pages of information that you will need to put in for your student. You will also come to a phase where you can upload documents. These are the required documents for enrollment into Texas schools. We need a copy of the student's birth certificate. We need a copy of your driver's license, the parent's driver's license. We need a copy of the student's immunization record, a copy of their social security number card, and also we need proof of residency, which is tied to your home. This will be in the form of a utility bill, which is gas, water, or electric, or we can accept a signed lease. If you have problems uploading these documents, you are more than welcome to bring them to the campus and we can upload them to your student's application for you. Once you have submitted the application, someone at your campus of choice will reach out to you for further information.
The first day of school this upcoming school year will be August 17th, 2020. We are going to just touch on a few things with dress code for our campuses. Mondays is our formal day. Our students do wear a navy blue blazer or a navy blue sweater vest with our PTAA emblem on them. Underneath that is a white button-down Oxford shirt that can be short sleeve or long sleeve. They do wear a tie as well, and then khaki pants on the bottom. Tuesday through Thursday is our informal day. They are still wearing the khaki pants on the bottom, but they can wear a navy blue or white polo shirt. Also tucked in, that is Tuesday through Thursday. And Fridays are casual days. Our students can wear jeans with no rips or tears. In addition to their jeans, they can wear a PTAA polo or a PTAA t-shirt. Our students are not allowed to wear hoodies. They can wear a solid color sweatshirt with no hoods. And we do ask that all clothes do fit, no oversized clothing allowed. And on our next slide, you'll see some contact information for each of our campuses. There are Facebook pages set up for each campus. We do ask that you go follow the campus that you are most interested in. We also have phone numbers and contact information for each campus there. If you have any questions with the application and enrollment process, we are here to help you out and answer any questions that you may have. Also, tune in on Mondays and Thursdays at 2 o'clock on the Facebook pages for your information sessions. There'll be a lot of great information covered, and we do invite you to come back every Tuesday and Thursday at 2 o'clock.
Also, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. There you will find all the information videos and also additional videos about our schools and additional videos that you will see with the kids doing their projects and just more information to glean from that site.
Thank you guys for joining us today.
Thank you so much for joining us.